Uninterrupted Media, in conjunction with Celebrity Death Club, presents LSU Odyssey Oddcast with your host, Lon Phillips Sullivan. How's it going, everybody? Yo, 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 yo. It is me. How is you? We're just trying to get through this Monday. I mean, we've gotten through the meat of it, and now the rest should be gravy, smooth sailing here. I'm excited. I'm excited for the rest of tonight. I know it's a Monday. I don't care. Monday nights are great. They're good times. I mean, here comes the nighttime, baby. Here comes the night. When everything hits the nighttime, everything is the right time. What I wanted to say, what we've had happen here on Monday is, not only do we see, some interesting stuff with the head coaching search, which I wanted to make a very clear statement on that to a lot of people. First of all, Jimbo Fisher comes out and says, he gets another LSU question. And for the first time since this whole thing began, we really have what we can call pretty much a public denial. I mean, if anything is to happen different after this point, from this point forward, Jimbo Fisher is not going to be a successful coach whatsoever on the recruiting trail, in the locker room, on the sideline. It does not matter. So, what did he say? Jimbo Fisher was asked today about the chances of the LSU job, and he said, I would have to be the stupidest guy, the dumbest coach, to be recruiting all these great kids, getting them to come to A&M, going after all these great guys, and then just leaving. I would have to be the dumbest person to jump ship after going and getting all these guys. That's what he said. It's very, very interesting, that quote, because it pretty much constitutes a denial. Without him having to really say no, this constitutes a denial, because Jimbo Fisher can't walk these words back. Jimbo Fisher cannot walk these words back. Saying that you want no part of this job, that why would you be going anywhere else, all that type of stuff. You can't, I'm just going to say it right now, Scott Woodward better not be planning to hire Jimbo Fisher. I mean, I think we already know what his plans are. You've been seeing it on LSUODYSSEY.COM for the last 2.5 weeks. But point is, Scott Woodward would be nuts if he wanted to hire Jimbo Fisher before this statement, after this statement, after watching how Texas A&M's offense have played. Like, give me a break. Jimbo Fisher cannot be the guy. And, as much as we continue to hear that Jimbo Fisher's name's in there, I feel like Jimbo Fisher is now more than ever the smokescreen of the LSU head coaching search. Of course, I'm going to say that on a day where he says such a denial. But didn't it just feel like there's no way Woodward would make this hire without really letting the fan base, the players on that team, the coaching staff that could be coming in the future, letting everybody down? Because that's what he'd be doing, hiring someone like Jimbo Fisher. Jimbo Fisher will likely never be the LSU head coach. And today's comments kind of push us in that direction, unless Jimbo Fisher is the biggest liar in college sports, second only to Urban Meyer. So we'll see. Because we've got, this could be I'm not going to Miami part 2. That could be, or sorry, I'm not going to Miami. I'm not going to Alabama part 2. That's what we could see here. no, I'm not going to Alabama. I am not going to Alabama. And then, bam, he's gone. We could see that. Jimbo Fisher is that type of a liar. But at the same time, I don't expect him to be throwing his career down the toilet in such a cavalier fashion. I believe this was today a public denial. And now it just supports what LSUODYSSEY.com have been reporting the entire time. Yes, Jimbo Fisher's name is in the equation. Yes, Mel Tucker's name is in the equation. Fuck, we're the first person to even put Mel Tucker's name in the hat. There were some whispers, there was some stuff. We said this guy is a candidate for the job. And that's what I want to point out right here and now. There's a lot of people in the media, out of the media, wannabe media, fake media, whatever. There's been a lot of people during this head coaching search who are putting out whispers or putting out feelers or putting out a picture of the guy they want to be head coach with, my people are advising me. I have been advised, or someone's telling me this, blah, 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 blah. Listen to this, okay? LSUODYSSEY.com, when we have had a source tell us this guy could be the next LSU head coach, we have reported it as such. Not in any, vague language to protect ourselves from a fallout. We put what the news is right then. That's what the ultimate in reporting is. Minute to minute, hour to hour reporting. And that can mean something is very fluid, where 1 second it's going this direction. The next second it's going another direction. But as long as the sources remain the same, it's like a Led Zeppelin song, the source remains the same. The source remains the same. No, as long as the source remains the same throughout, and you're consistently giving facts, cutting edge reporting, it's going to come from all the same source. It's going to feel like it's all from the same source, and your readers will know it's true and it's real. You don't need to go around telling people it's true and it's real. And that's what I had to learn the hard way at first, is like, you have to earn the credibility by breaking story after story after story after story after story. And that's what I've done. From the Mike Jones Jr. transfer to Bo Pelini's firing, which at the time so many LSU fans were killing me, saying there's no way we're going to fire Pelini. We can't afford his buyout. It's hilarious when you look at those texts and those tweets now in retrospect. The Gloria Scott naming of Coach Ed Orgeron as the coach who spoke to her on behalf of Darius Geis over the phone. We had no clue who that coach was going to be. That coach was supposed to be named. We got the name before even USA Today publicly printed that name. That shows who we are talking to and the level of which we are talking to people. Okay? I don't have to go through the list. We've broken injury stories. We've broken transfer stories. We've broken opt-out stories. We've broken commitments. We've had an interview the second a player has committed. We've been involved in commitments behind the scenes. We've been involved in decommitments behind the scenes. We've been involved in a lot of stuff behind the scenes. I'm not trying to toot my horn, because we're very low on the totem pole. But when it comes to Lincoln Riley's involvement in the LSU coaching search, there's a lot of you who maybe after the fact feel like, well, I was screaming for Lincoln Riley. I wanted Lincoln Riley so bad, so it's me who broke the Lincoln Riley story. I'm breaking it. I'm a journalist, even though I just love Twitter a lot. Newsflash. Did you put your career, your livelihood on the line by putting out there that Lincoln Riley is the front runner for the LSU job on October 30th? Did you put that out there, that he's the front runner and was a serious, legitimate, real candidate? No one else was putting that out there. even like 6-7 days ago. No one had the balls to say he was a real candidate. LSUODYSSEY.COM did. And I'm going to be damned if some national reporter is going to try and weasel us out of this story. You know, this is something we've been working on for about 2 months now. And we are not going to stop. It always felt like Coach Ed Orgeron would not survive this season. It always felt like that, didn't it? And so I kind of set a few preparations, planted some seeds. Didn't think I would need to call upon and plant those seeds so quickly. But yes, we did. Because this story took flight. Coach Orgeron is out the door. LSU's on to their next guy. Who's it going to be? We really think it's going to be Lincoln Riley. We've got the information. We've got the evidence to support that. And isn't it interesting that now, since our tweets, since our reports on LSUODYSSEY.com, this story has now taken on a national complexion. And that did not happen before LSUODYSSEY.com's coverage. If you believe otherwise, you're just lying to yourself. So today, Jimbo Fisher pretty much denies his involvement in the LSU job. So who are LSU going to hire? Who are they going to hire?